Today, I just want to talk about how good it actually feels when you are truly pouring into yourself every single day. Like, generally taking care of yourself mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, it honestly just changes everything. And I feel like this is something where a lot of people don't talk about enough because sometimes we get so caught up in just surviving life, right? Helping everybody else, fixing different situations, dealing with stress, dealing with heartbreak, trauma, and, just with basic responsibilities as well, that we definitely slowly stop pouring into ourselves. Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. If you are new, welcome. If you are coming back, welcome back. I'm so glad to have you. My name is Cassie, and on this channel, we talk all things of healing, self-love, and self-care, and of course, becoming your dream woman. And honestly, due to the heaviness of these past 5, 6 months, I kind of got away from doing some of these things that were truly a game changer for me when I was doing them. I just couldn't find myself being able to do certain practices when everything just felt so emotionally and mentally heavy for me. And I know I'm probably not the only person who has experienced this. Actually, I know for sure that I'm not. Because sometimes when you are, going through hard seasons in life, even when these things are helping you, they can also feel difficult to do. And this is, even with like healing work, journaling, working out, saying your affirmations, and just your basic self-care. Sometimes we're just trying to make it through the day, and the last thing that we can think about is doing some of these practices. But I think it's important to give yourself grace in those seasons as well. But now that I've, been able to move through a lot of the heaviness, I have really been able to refocus on myself again and reconnect with some areas that I honestly didn't even realize that I needed so much in my life. And one of the biggest things that I came back to was mirror work. And let me just tell you, this practice has so many positive benefits. Lately, I've been feeling more confident, more sexy, more feminine, more magnetic, and honestly, just happier with my overall self. And it's not because something outside of me changed that. No, it's because I started changing the way that I treat myself daily. And I know some people may ask, okay, but what do you actually mean about pouring into yourself? Well, for me personally, one of the biggest things has been that mirror work every single morning. That alone has been such a game changer for my self-concept and how I carry myself throughout the day. I literally stand in front of my mirror and I speak life into myself. I tell myself how amazing I am, how much I love myself, how beautiful I am, how sexy I am, how worthy I am. I remind myself that yes, you are, that I am that woman, right? So I say my affirmations, I look myself directly in the eyes, and I stop waiting for validation from the outside world. I actually gave that up a while ago, because that takes your power away, right? When you are needing the outside validation from everyone else. And that's why this work is so powerful, because you get to make yourself feel so good. When you are doing these practices, guess what starts happening? You start believing what you're hearing. You start feeling that you're sexy, that you're beautiful, that you're worthy. And when you feel good about yourself internally, it naturally spills out in other areas of your life as well. Your energy changes, your confidence changes, and the way that you carry yourself changes. The way people respond to you change because energy does not lie. People can feel when someone truly values themselves. And another thing that I've really been intentional with about lately is dressing to impress. And no, I'm not talking about dressing for men or dressing for, social media or trying to prove something to some other, other people. I'm dressing up to impress me. And that has been such a wonderful thing because listen, single ladies especially, you never know who you may run into when you leave the house, okay? So you don't want to go out there looking like a mess. And I am dressing to impress me first and foremost. But now, listen, ladies, let's be honest here because, especially my single ladies, I want you to hear me loud and clear because I was doing this as well, right? Even when I was married and then even in my early single days, that I was not really dressing to impress myself or others, right? I was just in my loungewear, going to the grocery store, just living my day-to-day life. But, then God put something in my spirit and says, well, honey, that's not going to be the way that you're going to go forward with, right? Whenever you leave the house, you want to leave like you are going somewhere special because you never know who you may run into when you leave the house that day. You could literally meet your future husband while just grabbing a coffee at Target, running errands, going to the gym, anywhere really. So don't be out here every single day looking like you just rolled out of bed in the same lounge clothes with zero effort put into yourself. And let me be clear because I know somebody's gonna, twist this. There is absolutely nothing wrong with being comfortable sometimes, okay? But when you are consistently, not putting effort into yourself, then you will also stop feeling good about yourself as well. And I noticed that in myself. When I take the time to put myself together, do my hair, put my makeup on, smell good, and really pour into my appearance, I show up way differently. I walk taller, I smile more. I end up feeling more feminine, more powerful, and just more alive altogether. And people absolutely pick up on that energy. You may think like these little things don't matter much, but they honestly make a huge difference in your life. Because what you're really doing is teaching yourself that you matter. You're teaching yourself that you deserve care, that you deserve efforts, that you deserve to feel beautiful, and you deserve to prioritize yourself. And honestly, the way that you treat yourself actually teaches others how to treat you as well. And that part is huge. Because one thing that I've learned on my journey is that the moment that start negotiating your standards and your self-worth, keep other people feeling comfortable, that is the same exact moment where people begin to take advantage of you. They benefit, when you abandon yourself. There's certain people who would benefit from that. There's also people who benefit when you are not requiring respect, but the only one that suffers from this is you. So you have to stop lowering your standards just to please others, trying to be accepted by others. Because if they can't accept your standards, then they are truly not for you. So have those standards for yourself, have boundaries, protect your energy, protect your peace, and protect your self-worth. And understand that having high standards is not selfish. It's actually self-respect. The people who usually get upset about your standards are usually the people who are benefiting from you not having any. And another huge part of all of this is having consistency. Because pouring into yourself one time, yeah, that's great and all, but pouring into yourself daily, oh, that changes your whole identity. That changes how you see yourself, that changes how you move through life. And this work definitely matters. Loving yourself matters. Speaking kindly to yourself matters. And taking care of yourself matters. Choosing yourself matters. Because at the end of the day, you are in control of how you feel. So stop being powerless and be powerful today. Start romanticizing your life. Start treating yourself like you are someone valuable. Start becoming the woman that you keep dreaming about, because she already exists within you. She is just waiting for you to choose her every single day. And honestly, that is where the real transformation begins. So I love you. Say yes to yourself, say yes to your healing, and say yes to your standards. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.